How about you guys? I'm up here in Mount Charleston, here with my daughter Julie, my son Michael, the man beast, who's up there climbing the hill already. And we're halfway up the mountain. You can kind of see the tips of the camp down there. So we're halfway up the mountain. We found this awesome, ready to use, natural made shelter, which is a big, huge pine tree, fell on top of a couple of other ones. So, looking at it here, it would be awesome to set up a base camp here, but unfortunately up here right now, it's a dry season. You can't have campfires. You're allowed propane stoves and fuel stoves. I do have a can of sterno, but we've got a campsite down there, so we're good. But this is the kind of stuff you're looking for when you're out looking for shelter. When you're up climbing around a trial situation, you could easily just take a tarp and throw it over there, or just cut off some spruce boughs, which there's a ton of around here, and just lay them over the top and close this thing in and make a quickie shelter. Wouldn't take you but maybe an hour or so to get this thing set up real nice. All right, we're going to continue our journey. Okay, here we are at the top of the mountain, or top of this mountain anyway. Flattens out real nice up here. Nice densely wooded area all around us. Here's my son all excited. And this will make a nice campsite right here. Already got a seat for me right there, sit my butt down. Oh, look at this, even better. This is nice. This would be excellent. Somebody already been up here camping. They got their fire pit here, their ring, punky wood, which is awesome for finding bugs. Food if you need it. Burn that if you got athlete's foot. Put your foot in the smoke. Help secure athlete's foot. Ready-made chairs, as you can see, my daughter's already enjoying. And this one right here also would be a quick, easy, ready-made shelter. It's already set up. All you need to do is cover one side with spruce boughs or a tarp. Set your fire up over here on this side. Let the heat radiate in. And that log can be moved. It's been cut and it just looks like a big bench seat. But look how beautiful this plateau is. And power line coming right through it. Telephone poles and a power utility road. But this up here would just be absolutely awesome to camp up here. Which we might just do. Don't know. We'll see. Now here you're seeing a field of pine cones that have been opened and eaten by the local either squirrels or raccoons or whatever they got up here. But all of that also burns. You can take all of that and use it as firewood as well. So everything up here that's like that will burn if need be. And here's my boy kicking logs over, looking to see what's under there. Finding beetles and going yuck. But you can see all this wood's been eaten by insects, termites and whatnot. It's all punky wood now. And you can see the insect marks, woodpecker marks on the trees here from the larvae, from the beetles. Ooh, that's a big old ant right there. That thing's huge. Look at him. Boy, is he strong. That thing's like 3 times his size at least. Well, you see how beautiful it is up here? There's downed wood everywhere. There's down branches. I'm going to go show my son over here on this down tree where we can find himself some fat wood. I just happened to get some fat wood, believe it or not, at Walmart by Duraflame. Was putting it out. Now this tree's been ringed a few times by God knows what, but you can see the clumps of sap that have built up on here. What you do is you collect it, look at it, just like nuggets like this. See that? That's all sap. All of that burns. Okay? That stuff's gold out here. That's why it's gold colored. Because this stuff is treasure out here. This stuff makes fire lighting super easy. Oh wow, look at that. That's huge and that's soft. That's what we saw down there, was it like that in that state. Soft and mushy. Okay, but the only thing is, what do we have to put it in?
Well, we have lots of containers.
We need to get something to put it in.
Daddy, can't you just get a knife and like...
We could. But we're not trying to. We're just trying to get what's already here Because look there's just tons of it up here, Julie. Look at,
What is this?
look at. That's sap that you're touching. That's wet. It's soft and gooey and sticky. Look at up there. That's what we're looking for, is the crystallized stuff. When it's still wet, you can see it's still coming out right here. It's still oozing out, all shiny and glistening. Now, if you take that and that container right there, Michael.
Which one? This
Right there.
This
That one. Pull it out. See what's in there.
Granola.
Okay, take that out. Use that container right there. That's why you carry a container inside of a container inside of a container. Okay? So we can fill that up with all this pine resin. There's just clumps and clumps and clumps of it everywhere.
This is kind of gooey.
No, well,
It is.
Julie, hold this. There's a really big piece up there.
you'll just get what you can reach. There's plenty of it still down here. Hey, 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 it's raining pine sap here.
Careful, Michael.
Look at this, just big, beautiful nuggets of it. Look at that.
Are you still
Hmm?
recording?
Yes. All right, here we go. Look at big, beautiful nuggets of it right here. Big chunks of it. Okay, and I'm going to take them down. I'm going to show them how to make fat wood out of sap. You can make your own fat wood if you don't have any. And it's real simple. I was telling you I bought the fat wood over at Walmart. It was $2.50 for a big old huge box. The reason I bought it is just for convenience. Because as I teach survival classes, sometimes we'll be out in the desert. But it doesn't mean I don't want my people out there to know, we're doing desert training, what fat wood is, in case they do come up into the mountains and they're in a situation up here. It's training they need to know. I want people to be able to survive in whatever environment they're in. And I can feel water coming down on me. Feel moisture. So it might rain. We may wind up in a rain situation here. So what we're going to do is give it about maybe another 10 minutes and then we're going to head back down. Okay? Because even if we do get caught up in the rain up here, it's no big deal. Because we already see a few spots we can shelter. And all these trees back here are nice and densely compacted. So finding shelter, and you don't want to leave that bag there, especially open like that. Make sure you roll it up, pack it up, and bring it. All right? You know, another thing you want, spiders climbing in there and stuff like that. So now let me show you another good place to find fat wood. So we found pine sap. And real good places to find fat wood are places like this. But this branch that's fallen over, and you can just see the pine sap. Look at that. See how it glistens? This shade of it right here is dark. All of that right there is fat wood. It's just soaked with pine resin. Okay? All this stuff right here, hold this for me. Just like that. Okay? So now what I'm going to show you, let's get out of the wind over here. And what I'm going to show you is with this fat wood, just gonna clear a little area right here. Okay. Julie, stand over here. This right here. With a lighter. Light right up. And stay lighting. And you can see the sap sizzling in it. Okay. I could use this to get the fire started real easy. Okay. Yes. Nope, I just put it out on accident. Here we go. Oop. And see, just because you got it doesn't mean you're going to start a fire immediately. There we go. Okay. Now you see how fast and easy that goes up? That's why it's so hard to put out forest fires. This stuff's like gasoline. The wind's blowing it out, but that's fine because I don't want it to keep burning anyway. But you can see the sap sizzling in there. Okay. And there's a lot of uses for that. You could use it as a glue. You could use it for patching stuff up. You could use it for a lot of different things. All right, we'll check back with you guys in a little while.